Hi, I'm Keith Trader, and this is a Democrat point, and I would like to run for the 9th Congressional District in Florida, and this is what I'm using this blog for, to get my message out. The leadership not going to like me, but you know what? I don't like the way the leadership is leading. So, here it is. I'll give you the prime example of the message that I talked about, and the difference between me and the leadership, and the voice that I like to bring to this, what I like to bring to the table. Just for the past couple of years, I've been saying, that Democrats allow Republicans to get things, make up things, and run on it. Prime case, Obamacare. I would like anybody, and I say this all the time, if you want to debate Obamacare, show me where a bill passed the United States, came out the United States House of Representatives, or the United States Senate that said Obamacare. Show me this law, this Obamacare law that was signed in by the President of the United States, Barack Obama. Show me this law that says Obamacare. They can't show it to me. But they run on it. And we allow them to run on it. The same thing here. USF. They want to put the blame, put the heat on, draw the heat to State Senator J.D. Alexander. No, that's not what it is. Excuse me. What it is that J.D. Alexander, State Senator J.D. Alexander, is drawing the heat for all of his other comrades. For example, Jim Norman, who voted for the FCAT, to raise the FCAT scores. Jim Norman, who failed to pass Arizona law. Jim Norman, who has failed to pass meaningful legislation to promote job production in Florida. Jim Norman, who failed to overturn or override the governor's refusal to take the $2 billion that was slated for the I-4 corridor. Jim Norman and the local representative, the local Republican majority representation that we have in Tallahassee failed. So now they come up with this. So now J.D. Alexander comes up, and you know what? We'll put the focus on USF. We're going to say, you know what? There's a big problem with J.D. Alexander, and Jim Norman comes up on the scene to fix it. We're going to charge $100 million. We're going to cut $100 million from USF when we're cutting $45 million from everybody else. So here's Jim Norman comes to fix it. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. After failing and everything else, they decide to take the $100 million and drop it to $65 million. Jim Norman is a win for Jim Norman, only if you really take in consideration that all the other state colleges, universities are averaging at $45 million. So USF is still having additional $20 million more than everybody else, having that $20 million being cut from their budget. So what was the win for Jim Norman? See, I've grown up blue collar, and I've been in positions where I sweat, bust my behind, muscles sore, hands bruised, blistered, and arms and exhausted. So tired that when the weekend came, that's it. I slept for as much as I could. Body sore. Only to have a supervisor tell me. And I said, look, I'm doing more work than everybody else, right? I don't complain about to work. You know, it's hard and stuff like that. And so, but I need a raise, you know? And the reply to that would be me doing 30, 40%, being the go-to person. The reply to that would be just thank God, be happy, be joyful you have a job. Huh? I'm doing 30 to 40% more work than everybody else. I'm your go-to person, right? You're paying them, and I'm getting paid less on average than the other people. And you saying, you thankful I have a job? How does this equate as a win to me? I say, oh yeah, thank God I got a job. How does this equate as a win to me? The reality is, it did not ever equate as a win. How does USF being still charged, being levied, cut on them $20 million more than all the other universities? How is that a win for USF? So if it's not a win for USF, how does it become a win for Jim Norman? Well, it could have been $100 million. Yeah, it could have been $100 million. Yeah, if you want to lose 40,000, have 40,000 alumni vote against Jim Norman. Jim Norman had nothing to run on. He still don't have nothing to run on. He has nothing whatsoever. He does not have anything to run on. How does it become a win? Because we don't say, our leadership won't say, oh, how do you figure that's a win? Jim, I don't know him. I don't know nothing about the man. Only what I've read about here and there, article here, heard about the news from the Bay News 9 when I used to listen to that. That's the only thing I really know about him. But the one thing I do know about reality is that that's not a win for USF. The $100 million is just something that they threw. That's something that they made up. That's something that they threw out there. Ooh, scare tactics. Jim Norman comes to the rescue. Say, Senator Jim Norman comes to the rescue to defend USF. Budget cuts. Negotiations to drop that $100 million to now it's only $65 million, which is still $20 million more than the other. No, if Jim Norman actually was a win, a real win for USF would have been for it to be less than the average. Then you're talking about a win. But you know what? At average, that's not a win. $20 million more is definitely not a win. That $100 million is something that they threw out there. That's a negotiation price. You come down to, I come down 5 million, you come up 5 million. But yours start from 30 million, and I'm gonna start from 100 million. I'm gonna come down 5 million, you're gonna come up 5 million. So now we down at 90, you up to 40. I come down to 85, you come up to 45. I come down to 80, you come up to 50. I come down to 75, you come up to 55. I come down to 70, you come up to 60. I come down to 65, no, you come up to 65 and we meet at 65. But you know what? We started off in the hole already. No, you start from 100, I start from 0. I don't want y'all to take no money from me. Y'all want to take 100. And then we come up, we negotiate. But Jim Norman did nothing. And if there's a candidate out there who's running against Jim Norman and you don't bring this up, you're a goddamn dummy. That being said, I'm Keith Trader. And I have a message. And that message is that I'm a Democrat. And I would like for y'all to give me a chance. I would like 7,000 votes. I need 7,000 votes to get on the ballot to run for the congressional district seat in Florida. Presently being held by Congressman Billakis. That's all I'm asking for. If you can't help me get 7,000 signatures, what kind of message is that sending? Huh? If you can't help candidates get on the ballot when they want and they desire to get on the ballot, then what kind of message are you sending? What kind of message is the party, our party, sending? It's sending the message that have us in Tampa Bay Times saying the Democratic Party is really pathetically weak. They have no leadership. So once again, I'm Keith Trader, just a Democrat point, and I would like to run. I need 7,000 signatures to get on the ballot in the 9th Congressional District. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening.